Hey guys, so on this video I want to just give you kind of like a Last of Us 2 review. I figure I'd do it now just as a result of the game's come out already, like 5 weeks ago. So I'm a bit late on this, but I want to just kind of give you my feelings towards the game and kind of express how I feel about maybe a lot of other people's views on what this game is and maybe the agenda that Naughty Dog is trying to throw out there to some extent. I think that whenever I look at video games, I don't really care about anybody's agenda or what they're trying to push on me. It's just, for me, it's just, is it awesome enough to hold my attention, and do I care about the characters, right? Because if I don't care about a character or the story or the world doesn't feel alive to me at my age, it just doesn't hold any credence with me. I mean, I could play a game for an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, and I'm just like, yeah. Like, it just doesn't do anything for my mind, you know? And that's really what it is. Like, I'm not looking to play. I'm just not everything is fun to me anymore. As I get older, things change. So, I can kind of credit The Last of Us Part 1 as really kind of like lighting that fire to continue to play video games and continue to improve upon my skills at playing video games at a later age. You know, I noticed whenever I was 18 or 19 playing Gears of War 1, you know, maybe I was more like in the prime of my video game potential at that point. I'm not sure how that works. But later on, you know, Gears of War 3, Gears of War 4, I just don't got that same skill level. And maybe it's just a matter that I just don't give a shit about the game anymore, or, you know, there's just too much crap in the multiplayer. But whenever I look at these games that are truly masterful and with new ideas and beautiful graphics, beautiful stories, The Last of Us 1 and 2, to me, is kind of that upper echelon of video game development. Outside of what CD Projekt Red does. Because The Witcher 3, to me, is just it's mind-boggling how lost I was in that video game. Man, like, I could still play that video game right now and probably run through it and conquer it. If I had the time, if, you know, like, that's how I hold CD Projekt Red as, like, the cream of the crop. Rockstar, Naughty Dog. Like, these developers seem to be, whoever's in charge at the top, regardless of the, you know, how hard they're pushing their employees or whatnot, they're just so smart. You know they're smart. I don't think anybody's quite as good as CD Projekt Red, and I think we'll see that with Cyberpunk 2077. And they've proven that with the Witcher series. But Naughty Dog, Rockstar, you know, now we see Sucker Punch with Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, these games are incredible. The guys who made Days Gone, the guys and the girls who made Days Gone, man, I salute you for that one, because that's incredible stuff. But let's talk about The Last of Us 2 here. Because I think the game caught like too much flack for reasons outside of just quality gameplay and an incredible story, regardless of how heartbreaking that story is. So I'm just going to get into it and just show you a bit of what I think. This might be jumbled because we're just kind of filming this. Now, this is Ellie, right? For you adults out there that have never played this game, this is Ellie. I just think she is the ultimate warrior, man. Just got so much, you know what I'm saying? As a female, like, this is the only game, like, I see Tomb Raider or Horizon Zero Dawn, and I just don't, like, resonate with Lara Croft as a character. I mean, not that I don't like her, but it just doesn't hit my heartstrings, you know? And then my problem with Horizon Zero Dawn is it's just the character just doesn't seem like something that I care about. And it's not because it's a female, because I think Ellie is probably my favorite video game character of all time. I mean, she's just simply just a warrior at heart. But you can see how from the first game, you gotta play the first game. Eventually I'll put up a review and gameplay of the first game. I know it'll be way past, I think it came out in 2013, but I'll explain that game to my audience at some point. So I'm just gonna play you a snippet of the opening prologue here. This is really the only way we can do it at this point. So I'll just leave it on moderate if I'm gonna play anything. I don't know that I'll show you any gameplay, but I'm just gonna show you a bit for that audience out there who has never played the game, don't even know what I'm talking about. You can just kind of feel the power of this beauty upon just seeing Ellie one time. Now I love Joel as well. I mean, Joel is just that character who's truly a man's man. Like, you see these guys in real life, like you'll see a dude who's just so captivating that, every guy wants to be his friend. And he attracts so many females just because of the raw manliness of the character or of who he is. I see these guys all the time. I could be one of these guys. I mean, it's true. Let's let this play. I'll let you check this out in a second. I mean, I think it opens up and Joel's talking right off the bat. So I'll just show you a little tidbit of what he's saying, just so that, like I said earlier, the people who have never seen this before, you understand right away. This is Joel right here.
I'm supposed to think of the fireflies and walk away. You go halfway across the country or something. She needed her immunity mean something.
So that little girl you see there, that's Ellie, right? And that's from the first game. Like, she's younger at that point. Probably like 14, 15 at that point. And she's just so incredible as a character. It's just the writing, man. The decision to make her what she is, it just blows my mind. Like, she could be a UFC fighter if she was real. And probably a champion. Like, she's got that kind of heart.
Maybe I was starting to buy it now. Cute business. Maybe I just want to do right by her. And then we made it. We found the firefly. I killed her. You were actually going to make a cure.
So, in part one, right, whenever the game opens on the first Last of Us, which was originally released for the PlayStation 3, the game starts off and you're playing as Joel's daughter, Sarah, who, I'm not sure how old she is in the game, but she looks to be about 10 or 11. And that's the first character that you control. And it's Joel's actual daughter. I'm not sure if they ever reference, like, what happened to the mother. Maybe they do, and I just haven't caught it yet. But Sarah ends up, getting killed, like, within the opening part of the video game. And then it fast forwards like 20 years later, and Joel's just survived this zombie invasion. Of course, humans do what humans do, and they create factions, and they're monsters, like, for the most part, they're just, people are evil, and that's what happens in this game. We're seeing that right now in a lot of places on this planet. Like, it's so eerie how these video games are kind of similar to what's going on now. I mean, we haven't seen zombies come out, but at some point, let's watch out, because they may be coming. But, so, eventually in part one, Ellie and Joel meet each other. And Ellie's the only person on the planet that we know of that is immune to the virus. So she, at this point, from as far as we know, she cannot turn into a zombie. That's the only person on the planet with that immunity. And eventually Joel's trying to get her to a faction of humans called the Fireflies, because they believe they could find a cure from her. But along that part, anybody's gonna fall so deeply in love with Ellie that, especially a guy like Joel, he lost his daughter, doesn't really have anything left, and he meets this little girl who's just a champion little girl, like maybe one of the best little girls that anybody could imagine. She's got so much heart, so much character, so much love, and she's only ever known a zombie invasion. So Joel is absolutely in love with this little girl, but in a lot of ways Ellie's still a child, you know? So she's gonna get mad at him. Even though she doesn't want to, she loves him. That's just kind of what kids do.
This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save. Jesus Christ, Joe. What do you do? I save you.
Now, you saw that man. If you've never seen that man before, you know what I'm talking about whenever I say that's a man's man, right? Because he was willing to kill anybody to save that little girl. Because without that little girl, his world is over. And he doesn't know that they're going to find a fucking actual cure for this disease. And what are they going to do with that cure? Are they going to save everybody? So nah, and you do this in the game, like at the end of part 1, you know, you ain't got no choice. It's how the game is. You kill everybody. And they're good people, you know? But Ellie's that powerful. I mean, whenever you love something like that, family, friends, you're going to lay siege to people you don't care about in order to save them if you're a fucking human being, you know? I mean, we could talk about, oh, it's evil, this or that. But whenever you're just a hardcore motherfucker like that, that's what you're gonna do, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a bitch, and I mean, I just see it completely the way he does. I would have killed them all. There's no doubt about it. Look at that.
That's a lot. Where's Ellie now? I told her to try some tests.
Okay, so, you know, here, this is where Ellie gets mad. That's why I say, you know, it's justifiable why she gets mad. She wants her life to mean something grand, and that would have been grand for her to give up her life to save everybody. And I think that probably may be how the story ends, is Ellie still will eventually give up her life to save the planet. But to lose something like that, so special, in a world of this nature, is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Because There's so many people that are so broken in this world, kind of like the world we live in right now, that you gotta question, are they worth saving? They've done so much bad shit. And not everybody. I mean, I know there's so many good people in this world and our world, but you gotta question, like, to lose something as special as Ellie, is it worth it? Like, could we not find another way? So let's just watch a little bit more of this so you can understand.
She believed you. I didn't say otherwise. You should head back.
Now look at whenever it cuts into gameplay, just how beautiful this world is. I'll show you, I'll ride this horse for a little while, just to kind of give you, and this isn't even a 4K TV, it's not a PS4 Pro, this is just a PS4 Slim on a 1080p Vizio from Walmart. Look at this world, man. I'm controlling him at this point, right? Look at that. My God. Where are you at, Microsoft? Like, let's start doing this, boys. This shit looks better than Halo. Like, way better. If Halo looks this good on that Xbox Series X, I'm gonna be impressed. Whenever it's all said and done, if it looks this good, I'll be impressed. I'll be happy for you Halo people. I'm not gonna play it, but I'll be happy for you guys. If it looks at least this good, because right now it doesn't look anything close to this. I'm not talking shit, guys. I'm just saying, like, pick up your standards a little bit, man. Let's shoot for something higher. Let's push Microsoft to do something, so that I can buy the console too. We can all play together, be happy. Fanboys of everything. Fanboys of video games, guys. Not fanboys of one console or the other. Let's be fanboys and girls of each other. This stupidity has got to end. Look at this. Just awe-inspiring. So let's... Okay, so like, you know, we're going to get back to Jackson, which is like their town that they've built. It's like a safe community. Right now, they're trying to control whatever zombies are laying in them mountains, you know? They're kind of on watch. So what happens in this game is just something that I know there was leaks before the game came out, and a lot of people kind of knew what was happening. I typically ain't gonna pay attention to any kind of leaks. I'm just not that dude. Like, I was so excited for this game that nothing could ruin my experience of playing this game, right? And I mean literally nothing, apart from maybe like killing off Ellie or something. That would probably really damage my experience of the game. But Naughty Dog's also so incredible that you realize how good they are at creating stars. So I mean, I would play The Last of Us 5 with a different character. I really would. That's how good this game is. I mean, it's more than just characters. It's just excellence of development. So at this point, right, Ellie seems to be, how old is Ellie, babe, you know? 17, 18, 19, somewhere in there? Forgive me for not knowing that. I'm not that crazy, you know? But, so she's older, right? I mean, she's kind of like, she's a full young woman, no doubt about it. And she's figured it out. I think she always knew that Joel lied to her and kind of took her chance to be that savior away, in a sense. So, I mean, clearly she still loves him, but in her heart, she's trying to distance herself from that relationship. But Joel will continue to kind of, Joel will always try. In his eyes, that's his little girl, he loves her to death. And you will too upon playing the game. I mean, you can't help but love Ellie. She's just incredible. How long are we going right now? How long was that video?
20 minutes.
20 minutes? I've been going on for 20 minutes? Let's cut it. Hold on, not yet. We'll cut it here, and we'll do a part 2. That way I can really do justice to this story. Maybe we'll do like a series of this, and we can continue just doing this on the iPhone. But listen, guys, like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. This shit will get better. The videos will get better. You can see what I can do as an entertainer already. Follow, subscribe, like, do it all. Keep the content hate to a minimum, because I don't want to have to be busting your ass. But I will, with passion and love. Like, I'm not trying to fight with you dudes or girls. Let's just keep that love going, man. Let's let it grow. Stay up, stay healthy. Bye, guys.